Hi everybody, Matt here, Run the Planet, and today I should be running, but I'm not. So we've got the snow, and as you might have picked up in my other videos, I enjoy running in the snow, and we've struggled to actually get some where we are. It's snowing far away, but so it's relatively local what places you can go to, but because we're in the lockdown, we're still in the lockdown in the UK, we can't go anywhere far to enjoy the snow. We've got a weather forecast, and tomorrow is supposed to be around our house area in Northumberland is supposed to be the snowiest time that we've had all winter, so we're really looking forward to that. However, because I've put my back out, it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to run. It's a bit of a shame, but anyway, not too bad. So today we're out for a walk. So last Saturday where it started, I managed to tweak my back by just getting out of bed too fast and twisting too quick, and it wasn't too just a small sharp pain, but wasn't too much. And then obviously through the next couple of days it was a bit difficult to run, so I didn't actually run for a couple of days, and within a couple of days it come back to normal. It felt like it come back to normal, and then I managed to get a couple of days in running on the Wednesday and the Thursday, and all was perfectly fine until the Thursday night. And on Thursday night, while I was taking a shower after the run, I fell over in the bath. In 6 years living in the house, I've never fallen over in the bath taking a shower. Anyway, first time for everything. So that had happened, and I can actually feel a bit of bruising on the back of one of my ribs, but it's in that respect it's okay. But something I didn't realise after I had the initial back injury, I started doing some stretching, and doing the kind of things to stretch your back a little bit, which is actually, from what a lot of the YouTube videos I've been watching from Bob and Brad and Athlete X, great couple of physiotherapist YouTubers. You should go and take a look at those if you ever got some issues, and I think I'll be watching them a lot more now. And what I learned from then is I shouldn't be stretching my back so much straight after the injury. I should probably wait a week or so, and that might have aggravated the issue before, because when I fell over in the bath it didn't feel like too painful at the time. It's probably just the overstretching I've done. I should really focus more on the strength exercises. Now I do strength exercise, and you think we talk about in my other videos that strength exercise is important, but that's more for the legs and the knees and that kind of thing. But I do a little bit on the back, but probably not as much. And what I've learned from just over the last couple of days of really watching some YouTube videos and doing some research on the internet, is that there's actually some muscles that are quite close and tightly wrapped around the lower spine area, and although the injury that I tend to have is probably like the bottom of the rib cage, a little bit higher, maybe a bit higher at the back, but there's those core muscles that need to be engaged. So I'm actually going to work a little bit harder, and introduce some more strength training into my I suppose into my running program. The running program that I do probably takes me spend about 7-8 hours a week running. Probably about a good hour of that is actually strength training. So it's something like 15% of the time I'm actually doing strength training. So I'm going to probably do a little bit more, try and get that core a bit stronger, and see if I can try and put off these injuries. Incidentally, the injury that I've got, I don't think it's directly running related, but you never know. It could be repetitive strain, overuse injury, something like that. Okay, so enough about my injuries. You know why I'm not running. Might have been another couple of days before I get another running video out, and stuff that I like to do. The channel's all about running, really. About me trying to do a sub 3 hour marathon with training. So let's talk about that a little bit more. You see the snow's coming down a bit more heavy now, isn't it? A bit nicer, isn't it? This is tomorrow's going to be a total whiteout, and I'm not going to be able to run in it. Hopefully, we'll see. What was I saying? Yeah, so training wise, I think just a bit of a reflection from, I haven't really mentioned this yet before, but from all the training, I did a really good year of training. From February I had really no injuries, no proper injuries or anything like that. from last year. So we're almost going a year without having an injury. And you maybe don't count, you maybe do, you maybe don't count the back injury because it's probably not directly running related. But because my training's gone so well, I've actually moved all my paces up from up by 15 seconds. So I usually have about a 30-second bracket for my paces, and I've now increased. So for example, my tempo pace used to be 5:30 to 5 minutes per kilometre. That's now 5 minutes 15 to 5 minutes 15 to 4 minutes 45 seconds. So that's my bracket. So I aim for the middle of that, is to where if I run at 5 kilometers per minute pace, or slightly quicker than that, or maybe slightly slower than that, that's what I call the tempo. And then the threshold's another 30 down from that. And that's just been the progression of the training that I've been doing. I've been quite successful with it. And for the whole of this year I'm doing that. And maybe that I get to the middle of the year, or towards the end of the summer, then I think I'll actually open up a little bit more. The reason why I'm able to do that is because my heart rate is actually reduced down to probably an average of about 10 beats for a given pace. So what I call for my easy runs, I usually run it at an aerobic pace level. So I usually try and go below 150 beats per minute, and that's quite comfortable at 5:30 pace now. So that's where I kind of run at the easy paces. So let's just do a quick update for the training. For January, we managed to do 355 kilometers. Got the Strava out there, just having a quick check. So I had a really good January. February's a little bit shorter in terms of days, and I did have the Silverstone half marathon coming up, which was going to be next Sunday. I'm still planning to run something, depending if my back's okay. So hopefully I'm fit enough to actually run a half marathon, but we'll see how it goes. I might just have to park it. And the other thing I was supposed to be doing was my interval goals, part 6, the final session of my intervals, for 10 by 400 meter intervals. So I'm actually we'll see how that goes. So it may be that I'll do the intervals instead of the half marathon next weekend, but I want to do a half marathon race just to find out where I am, see if I can get any quicker than. So it will be a sub 140 attempt. My last one's now about 1 minute 39 something, so we're trying to get a little bit lower than that. Okay. So now we just have to see how it goes. Just take a little bit of a rest, not push too much. I'm actually walking around today, and I would say this morning when I woke up, my back felt a little bit better than what it was. When I first woke up, I thought it was the same or maybe slightly worse, but after about an hour of moving around and actually doing a little bit of mobility exercises, I think my back's improving. Actually now we're outside and we're actually just taking a walk in the kind of semi-snowy weather. It's really nice, and my back's feeling quite good. So hopefully in a couple of days and that we should be back to some kind of steady running, but I won't push it too much. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, so that's it. We'll go and finish off the walk, and then I'll go back and I'll do a couple of core strength exercises, and actually I'll stick that on the end of this video so you can take a look. All right, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.